Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. The last video I uploaded was this software that you're looking at right here, the video game organizer. I wanted to do one more video with this software. Let's get into it. I had mentioned in my last video that I wanted to do my top 100 favorite video games of all time. And I was thinking about doing my top 20 least liked video games, but I don't want to do that. I just want to show my top 100 favorite games of all time. This list is not in any particular order. It's not in alphabetical order. It's not from least to greatest, greatest to least, with the exception of the last game you will see on this list. The last game on this list is currently and has been since I first played it, is my number one favorite video game of all time. And I was going to show each game one at a time on the screen, but I'm just going to open this up. You're going to see games that are coming. So I'm going to go through this quickly, but not crazy quick. I want to spend a little bit of time talking about some of them, just not all of them. I would absolutely love to hear what other what other people have to say about what are your favorite games? What games do you agree with this list, disagree? What are your favorite games? Let's get right into it here. Okay, first game, Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior as we know it to be here in the United States. And I showed this in my last video as well. So down here we have some thumbnails. Now I'm using the RAWG API, so it's good. I like it, but you have to make the best of what it is, right? Because obviously these thumbnails are not matching this. This is the game I'm talking about. Yes, this is the same game, but I'm pretty sure this is the Android port, if I'm not mistaken. Quick story about this game. This is kind of cool. Back in the day, when I was a kid, this game showed up in the mail thanks to Nintendo Power, and I remember opening the mailbox because I was waiting for the magazine. I did not expect to see a game in there, and ever since, this has been one of my favorite games. Awesome. All right, next one up is Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. I played this quite a bit on the NES. This game is a ton of fun, but to have even more fun with this game, in my opinion, I would say it's best to co-op with someone. It really adds to the experience. Okay, next one up. This is Little League Baseball Championship Series. This is a good game. Overall, this is a good, solid baseball game, in my opinion. And again, this list is in no particular order, but let's keep going. Oops. This one right here, Super Play Action Football. If you've never played it, Super Nintendo. This one is interesting. I wish they had a thumbnail showing it, but once you once you choose NFL, college, or high school, after you create your team, down here you can create your uniform, which is neat. Once you get on the field, if you can see my cursor in this thumbnail, the field actually moves horizontally. It's kind of cool. Not a bad game though. Okay, let's keep going. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Now this says platform, it says web. I played this back in the day on the Intellivision. There really is no thumbnails. This game was fun. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, next one up. Super Ghosts and Ghouls. This game I remember playing as a kid and just completely blown away by honestly everything. The background, the sprites, the music, graphically I thought it's not going to get any better than this. Hard game, but it's damn awesome. Saints Row the Third, not the best in the series in my opinion, but this is the last. This is when it ended. And you know, What what the hell happened to the Saints Row franchise? Hmm. I need to stay focused because that's not what this channel is about. But this game was quirky, it was quick, it was funny, but once 4 came along, it was a little bit too much. And I 100% get why people don't like this. But this one really connected with me. It was just a lot of fun. Good stuff. Geez, 2011 that came out. LA Noire. This is one of my favorite video games of all time. This uh this was actually my first platinum trophy back in the day. Such an awesome game. Okay, let's move forward. Adam's Family on the Super Nintendo. I absolutely loved the level design of this game. It was just solid. It was awesome. Okay, next one on the list. Let's go. The Legend of Zelda, the original. I believe this one speaks for itself. I was in a video game store, a retro store, not that long ago, and I saw something kind of interesting. I had never heard of it before. It was a physical copy of The Legend of Zelda, but the sticker looked different and it said Outlands on it. So of course I looked into it and found out that it was a fan-made version of The Legend of Zelda. Very interesting. I should have picked it up. It was only $40. Okay. This game was badass, in my opinion. Descent on the PlayStation 1. It could have been on the 3DO, the Sega Saturn. I have no clue. I didn't have a 3DO or a Sega Saturn back in the day growing up, but I did have a PS1 and I remember playing Descent. You're flying a ship through these narrow corridors with kick-ass music. It's really an awesome game. Highly recommend it if you haven't checked it out. Oh, and then of course Warhawk. Played this quite a bit on the PS1 as well. Again, you're in a ship shooting things up. Great game. All right, next one up, Road Rash. This, excuse me, this one is showing for the Sega Saturn. Again, I did not have one of those growing up, but I did play this quite a bit on the PS1. And I think most, if not, well, I don't know about all the music, but if I remember correctly, I think a lot of the music provided for this game was from Soundgarden. I could be wrong about that, but it's cool. You're you're racing on a motorcycle, obviously, and to keep your opponents away from you, you just you hit them with like pipes and stuff. It's really cool. Or you kick them and punch them, whatnot. All right, Twisted Metal 95. I absolutely love how this API tells you when the game was released. That's cool. Oh, and it tells the rating too. Nice. Not the greatest of game I've ever played. The reason why it's on my list, I'll be honest with this one, is entirely for the memories that are attached to it. Good times. And overall, it's not a bad game. It's really not. It's not too bad. Definitely worth checking out. Dragon Quest IV, Chapters of the Chosen. Excuse me. This game was awesome. Again, this looks like a port. Clearly is. This one was. I'm a huge Dragon Quest fan. Trying not to be one-sided here, but not the best in the series, but pretty good. Here's another sports title, Baseball Stars, released in 1989. Jeez. I remember having good fun with this game. Next one up, Baseball Stars 2. I actually played this one a lot more, but I like baseball, and these games were pretty good, in my opinion. Jungle Hunt. This came out in, wow, 1982. Platforms, Atari Flashback, 2600, 8-bit, 5200, Apple II, Commodore. See, that's what I played it on was the Commodore 64. Good old Jungle Hunt. Yes, Animaniacs, the great Edgar Hunt. I played this a lot on the GameCube. My wife and I would play the hell out of this. It was really fun. Not bad at all. Um, yeah, I missed the GameCube. Anyways, let's move on. Oh boy, this is where I start nerding out a little bit. This is one of my favorite games of all time, Einhander. I remember I got this game for my birthday when I was in high school, and I just I don't think this game did it for me. I was completely blown away. It talk about adrenaline. You're in this ship. There's this everything's coming at you. Crazy good music. I wish I still had this game, but yeah, this one is incredible. Okay, moving on. Next one. What do we got? Yes, Toy Story 3. I played this on the PS3 back in the day. It just, in my opinion, it was done pretty well. It was fun. There was a lot to do, and it was a good family game. So not too bad. I enjoyed that quite a bit. Rygar for the NES. This game, I don't know. This Karnoff is another one of my favorite games. It's also on this list, but I remember when I was younger, I would always confuse Rygar and Karnov. Not the names, but the actual game itself. This game is awesome. Okay, moving on to Metroid, the original. That I don't know what it is. The sounds that you hear in this game. You do not forget sounds like that. It's an awesome game. RC Pro Am. That this is a fun game. I'll be honest, I haven't played this in quite some time, but when I did, I played it a lot. Okay. Donkey Kong Country, I feel like this game speaks for itself, could be wrong, but this game was phenomenal for its time. Played that on the Super Nintendo back in the day. F-Zero, the music alone is spectacular, and it's just so fun and satisfying. Trying to get through this list quickly. I tend to talk a lot, so I'm trying to control myself here. Yeah, so Dragon Quest IX. This game is really neat because you create your party. So you create your main character, obviously, and then you create, I believe it's two other characters that you can have join you. Well, you can create them too. Class, what they're wearing, all of it, how they look. It's really cool. Really a fun game. Was it only on the DS? Yeah, looks, according to this, it says it was only on the DS. Interesting. Who knows? Maybe you can play it on your phone now. I have no idea. Okay, here's one. This is the Super Famicom. I don't own a Famicom. I've never even held one or played on one, but I remember playing this on the Super Nintendo back in the day. And I'm telling you, if you're into video games, if you have ways to play ActRaiser, I highly, highly recommend it. I will tell you that every time your character swings his sword, that sound will get stuck in your mind. Everything about this game just works so well. Geez, I could talk on and on. There's an ActRaiser too, but I've never played that one. Moving on, Demon's Crest. Played this a lot on the Super Nintendo back in the day. I really wish I could click on these and enlarge them. This dragon right here happens pretty much right at the beginning of the game. It is so good. Very fun game. It's hard, but it's good. Oh, Battle Clash. Yes, I want to talk about this one real quick. This may have been a pack-in title. I'm not sure, but I remember playing this with the Super Scope. Is there any thumbnails? No, not really. But I remember you got this honking plastic bazooka, you're holding on your shoulder and you're fighting these cool mechs, and what they do is they'll move in place a little bit and they'll scroll really hard to the left, scroll really hard to the right, and it's intense. It's ton of fun. This was a really addicting game for me back in the day. Okay, next one up. In my opinion, this one here, Ghostbusters, the video game, I played this on the PS3. This is the best one, I think. Agree, disagree? That is awesome either way. What do we got? Super Metroid. The ending of this game was intense. I'll never forget how it ended. You got to run out of there. You got a time limit. This was so good, so good. All right, let me see if I can get through this a little quicker here. Of course, Burnout Paradise. Geez, that came out in 2008 already. Just so much fun. The music is excellent. The crashes, good stuff. Okay, Super Mario Land. What? Oh, these are nice thumbnails. This game came straight out of an alternate reality. I'm convinced of it. It it's so it it's like it's Mario Brothers, but it's not. But that's what I love about it. It's so unique and quirky. The music is really good. The sound effects are really satisfying. It's a short game and it's easy, but it's very memorable. It's good. Highly recommend it if you haven't checked it out. Super Mario Land 2 is pretty good as well. However, I haven't played that game enough to qualify for this list because this list, there's a rule. I'll get to this bad boy here in just a moment, but there's a rule to this list. If I haven't played the game at least a good 75% or more, I can't put it on this list. So with Super Mario Land 2, I've got what, 15, 20 minutes in it. I really enjoyed the little bit that I played, but that's not enough for me to put on the list. All right, here it is. Saints Row 2, this is it. This is the best Saints Row game in the series. Moving on. Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days. I loved the hell out of this game, but visually I think it's really hit or miss for some folks because the way that it looks, let me see if I can describe this. The way that it looks is it's almost as if the game is being played looking through, let me make this easier. What you see is almost kind of grainy, like an old time video or something. But see, again, it's hit or miss. I've read stuff that people hated that, but to me and other people agree that that really added to the experience. I don't know, this game was excellent. Moving on. Here's another one of my all-time favorite games, Sleeping Dogs. Your main character, Wei, is an absolute badass. It's so good. Okay. Here's another one of my favorite games of all time. Sure, this is my top 100, but I could easily narrow this down to my top 10. Here's another one, near Automata, either way. I have the sound turned down. Ugh, man, the soundtrack of this game is so good. Final Fantasy 15. This is another one. This is a story about the bros. It's a great game though. I love it. Okay, what's next? Dragon Quest Heroes 2. Oh, there's a video for this one. Did that say, what did that say? Oh, fast paced. Yeah, you got that right. It's very fast paced. Fun, fun, fun game. All right. Again, I don't want to talk too much about each game. I really just want to get through this. I just really wanted to do at least one more thing with this software that I built. Echoes of an Elusive Age. This one, Dragon Quest 11. This was a damn good game. We're still waiting for 12, but another Dragon Quest title, really awesome. Gran Turismo. Dang, 1997. I remember playing this a lot on the PS1 back in the day, and it looked, I remember, you know, I'd have friends over and I'd be playing it thinking, 'cause some of my friends didn't have, that generation of console was at Gen 5, and I'd be thinking, I bet they think this is super badass. And I picked it up not that long ago and thought, yeah, this is pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I actually played it for a decent amount of time, but visually, it is what it is. Okay. Tony Hawk's Underground 2. I love skateboarding games, and this one is hands down my favorite out of all the Tony Hawk games. And then, of course, Wipeout, 1995. Geez, great music, excellent racing game. Let's keep burning through this. Oh, Parappa the Rapper. This is just good fun. Although I remember when I first saw this, my stepdad was playing it with my brother, and I got a I I saw it to be a little bit cringe, I'm not gonna lie, but oh my goodness, this game grew on me. Good stuff. Next one up, Grand Theft Auto 5. Speaks for itself. I think we all can just move on. Love me some GTA 5. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. Oh yeah, I missed the fire that you would see at the footer of this. Wow, did I just say footer? Um, this is another one of those games you got to play with somebody, team up, co-op with somebody. To be fair, I feel like that's the case for most beat 'em ups. You're gonna have funner playing with another person, but oh, this game is so good. What's next? Yes, 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 yes. Yep, Zelda 2. Good memories with this game. Is it the best Zelda? No, but I love this game. And let's see. Super Mario Brothers 2, the one we got, not Lost Levels. Now look, this is another Mario Brothers that's in the same boat as Super Mario Land. This is straight out of an alternate reality, which is exactly what makes this game so awesome. And you get to choose between four different characters: Mario, Luigi, Princess, and Toad. It is good. All right, moving on, moving on. Super Paper Mario on the Wii U. This was just downright awesome. Having that tablet in your hand, and I, okay, to be fair, I haven't really played a lot of Wii U games, but this one was a really good experience. Okay, I'm a huge Souls fan. Dark Souls 3, phenomenal. I love it. I don't know, if you're a Souls fan, what do you think? Should there be a Dark Souls 4? I think there should be. Gun. Okay, this is kind of funny. I haven't touched this game in a really, really, really long time, but this is probably the most fun I've had with the Western until I tried Red Dead Redemption. It would be on this list, but again, I didn't play it enough. But I played it long enough that I had a good time. That makes sense. But Gun, I played the hell out of this game. And, I'll be honest, I did a lot of exploring, a lot of messing around, but I got all the way up to the final boss, saved my game, and I never returned to it. All these years, it's been well over 10 years, like well over. So anyway, but that pretty good game there. Legends of WrestleMania. I think what stands out to me the most with this was just the wrestlers, the nostalgia. But looking back at it, what really drew me to this game back in the day when I was playing it, I think a lot of it had to do with, I'm not going to lie, the trophy list and the character customization is just crazy and hilarious. But I love this game. Just Cause 2, Just Cause 4, Skyrim. Oh yeah, Modern Warfare 3. This is probably my favorite one. I tried playing this on the hardest difficulty. Holy crap. Yeah, that is hard. What do we got? Bloodborne. Click. Good old Bloodborne. This is a 100% work of art. This game is perfect. Hey, FromSoft, we need Bloodborne too. Dark Souls. Yes, I'm going to click on this one. Yep. Zelda 2 guy. Dark Souls 2 guy. I like this one because just, it had a different feel about it. Yeah, it was a little slow and clunky and took a little while to get used to. But, oh, what is the opening area? Oh no, I can't remember. I have to look it up. It's bothering me. I have to open up. Oh no. You know what? Forget it. But the the music and I'll be honest, some of the bosses in this game suck. But overall, I had a pretty good time with it. Let's go to Demon Souls. This is the game that got me into it. Not the one we all got, a lot of us got on the PS5, but back in 2009, I tried it out and thought it was absolute shit. I couldn't do anything. I didn't know what was going on, but once I started to learn it a little bit, it motivated me to play even more and more and more. And that's what got me into the Souls games. And this one right here is the hardest game I've ever played, Sekiro. But after hundreds of hours of playing it and starting to develop some comfort with how the mechanics work, it grew on me quite a bit. Okay, Elden Ring Night Rain, excuse me. This game has been, I had to take a break. It was getting out of control. Every night when the family would go to bed, I'd fire this up. It was just, I just could not get enough of it. But I will be back to check out the DLC. Okay, Final Fantasy 16. This one, this one, Final Fantasy 15, excuse me, was more quick, more witty, whereas Final Fantasy 16 is more of a dark, grim feel to it. Visually insane, though. Really good. Really, really good. Okay, I remember playing this back in the day on the PS2, right? This game, The Suffering, holy crap. It's really, really good. Definitely recommend it. There's some disturbing visuals, but nothing crazy, crazy. Madden 12. This is the last good Madden, or this is the last really, really, really good Madden. And then 2013 hit, and we entered a Twilight Zone. And, I could really expand on that for hours. So I'm just going to focus on the niche of this channel. But no, this one was awesome. It really was. I really enjoyed it. Not bad. But my all-time favorite Madden is Madden 2006, but that goes back to the rule book again. I didn't play it long enough for me to put it on this list. So, but this is the next one. Mafia 2. Holy crap. When you start this game up, that theme music, oh, it's so good. It's so perfect. It's a fun platinum to go for, but it's a little time consuming if you're going for all the collectibles, but it is good. I'm trying to remember the main character's name, Vito or something like that. It's an awesome game. Moving on, South Park: The Stick of Truth, Lies of P. Let's click on this one here. Little Nemo, the Dream Master, NES. This game is fun. It's really, really cool. You play as this kid, and he's a big time dreamer. He goes on these wild adventures, and it's good. It's not bad. Good memories with it too. All right. POW, Prisoners of War. It's a lot of fun. Lords of the Fallen. So the first Lords of the Fallen, I think that came out in 2014, if I remember correctly. I like that one, I do, but this one, wow, they did a damn good job with this one. Okay. Prototype, prototype, yeah. I beat the game, but from me just playing the game from start to finish, I actually spent more time with this game messing around. Okay. Need for Speed Most Wanted. It's on my top 100 favorite video games of all time. Do I think that this is the greatest Need for Speed game of all time? Hell no. But there was just something about it, and I can't really put my finger on it. I don't know. I know what I know. I know this. If you know this game, then you know Needlepoint. Yes, that was awful. But once Needlepoint was complete, man, did that feel nice. The Crew 2, oh, this game. Enslaved Odyssey to the West. This is a phenomenal game. Played this on the PS3. Visually, it is gorgeous. And can I say, it's a great game. Metacritic gave it a 77. Well, I give it a I'd give it at least a 95. Moving on. Lufia 2, Rise of... Let's click on this one. I played the crap out of this one. Great game, Super Nintendo. I really wish I could click on this one here because it is very beautiful. A lot of fun. I'd love to talk more about each individual games, but I want to get through this. I'm already 30 minutes in. Jet Moto 2. Jet Moto 1. Again, this just goes to the rule book. Jet Moto I played, but not long enough. But I did love it. Jet Moto 2, on the other hand, I played the hell out of it. And, well, that's why you see it on the list. Okay. Oh, yes. Ridge Racer. You know, this game makes me laugh more than anything, which is why it's on here. When you drift in this game, your car goes basically sideways. It's so ridiculous. It's a good game. Super Castle. Oh, yes. Good memories. Super Castlevania 4. This is a good game. Really difficult. I did not beat this game, but I came close. Came close, but I never beat it. Okay, so this is another one of my favorite video games of all time, World Runner, the NES. So the the home page of this software that I built, the video game organizer, this right here, this thumbnail is what inspired me, right here. This game is wild if you've never played it. There's your character, and you're running forward with all this crap coming at you. You've got large gaps to jump over. The level design is pretty cool, and all the bosses are different variants of this dragon snake thing. It's pretty good. Green Lantern, Rise of the Manhunters, Heavy Rain, Shadow of Rome. Oh, Samurai Western. Let me click on this bad boy. Yes, I so wish I could click on these. Good memories with this one. Samurai Western, highly recommend it. And you know what? I highly recommend this one too, Shadow of Rome. Another PS2 hit. So much fun. What do we got? Heart of Darkness. There's another really good one. Kickmaster. I have to click on that one really quick. Look at the art. The art alone on the box. No, but anyways, this just another one of my favorite games. Let's keep going through it. Got, oh, here's Karnoff that I mentioned earlier. Terrible thumbnails, I will say that, but this is Rygar Karnoff. Always used to confuse me when I was a kid for some reason. Tubin, NES title. This game's fun. You're riding a tube down water. The level design is awesome. It's just a quirky, fun game. NCAA football 12. To be fair, 12 and 13 I loved as well. But again, following the rules here, this is the one I played the most. Oh, love this game. Okay, where are we at? Star Ocean, The Last Hope. Ooh, let me click on this one. Neverwinter Nights 2. I believe this should be my only, well, I should say this should be my only, once was only PC title. Did I say that right? Yes, because now you can see according to the API, it just says PC. But I know that I don't know about Switch 2. I don't know about Series X, but I know that on PlayStation 5 you can purchase this game for like I bought mine for 14, 15 bucks. I can't get enough of it. It is great. It's a lot of fun. If you like Dungeons and Dragons, this is it, because really that's the full title, Dungeons and Dragons Neverwinter Nights 2. Okay. Battletoads. Oh boy. Yeah, Battletoads. It's a love-hate relationship, but there's more love, so that's why you see it. All right. Journey to Silius. Great one. Ooh, click on this one. DuckTales 2. I enjoyed the first one quite a bit, but there was something about this. I was thinking about it. There was something about this game. Forget about this thumbnail. But what was it about DuckTales 2 that I liked so much more about DuckTales 1? And this is going to sound really dumb, but this thumbnail right here has a lot to do with it. Just seeing the title screen. DuckTales 2, seeing the colors. Is it a psychological thing? I don't know. I remember it from when I was a kid, and you know, it it was fun. I had funner with DuckTales too. Okay, moving on. Holy crap. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I I could talk for a good hour or more about this game, so I'm just gonna move on. Joe and Mac. Good game. I believe you can buy this in the PSN store, if I'm not mistaken. I may be tripping, but I think you can buy it in there. But I played this back in the day on the Super Nintendo. It's great. Excite Bike, and here it is. Dragon Quest VIII: Journey of the Cursed King is my all-time number one favorite video game of all time. This looks like a port, but it doesn't matter. You get the idea. PlayStation 2 days. And real quick before I end this video, I remember playing this game on my PS2, right? So I'm still grinding Gen 6, you know. I buy a PlayStation 3. It's new in the box. I didn't even open it, which is weird. That's not like me. Normally I get home and let's rip it open, let's tear it open, let's get in there quick. Well, I just left it in the box because I was still playing Dragon Quest VIII. And I played it for at least a good couple weeks or more even before I even touched my PS3. I was so into this game. But that is it. I wanted to do something with this software that I built. Let me go back to my lists. There it is, top 100 favorite games. You know, I was going to do my top 20 least liked games, my top 20 most just games I cannot stand. But then I thought, you know what? No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to leave it at this. Just leave it at this. Okay, you can see that 3D World Runner influence there a little bit. I didn't want to go too exact, but and then of course, like I said, I added some things down here, just some random blah blah blah. But good stuff. Again, I'd love to know what your favorite games are. What games from this list do you love? What games from this list do you hate? What games from this list do you think, why the hell would I put that game on there? What games do you like? What games do you love? So on and so on, right? Looking forward to the next video. And as always, thank you for stopping by. Take it easy. Take care. Bye.